One-hit wonders in sports are like dying stars in some ways. They come out of nowhere, are in your face for a couple of weeks or a year, depending on the sport, and then poof, one day, they're gone. As a fellow Brit, Emma Raducanu's American winning tour was amazing. We finally have a promising talent to support. Interestingly, I noticed the sudden gain in popularity. Open the laptop, Emma. Watch the news, Emma. Go shopping, Emma. Go to the toilet, Emma. I shouldn't have said the last one. And just as quickly, she started losing, and everyone was on her back. The title of this video is controversial, but I guarantee you the conclusion is not. Is Emma Raducanu a one-hit wonder? Before we go to Emma, let's see what the past has to offer. Without making this video too long, let's look at a couple of other one-hit wonders from other sports. Tennis, obviously, Formula 1, and boxing. If you're wondering, why didn't I look at other individual sports like golf and cycling? The truth is, I love to explore psychology. The sports I've chosen as examples are all different, and there's something unique about them. Let's start with tennis. Chris ONeil, no, not that one. Nope, not that one either. That's the one. In the 1978 Women's Australian Open title, 22-year-old Chris joined the queue. With a career statistic of 19-52, the odds weren't really with her. Back in 1978, he only had to play 5 matches rather than the 7 now to win the title. Interestingly, her opponent that day, Betsy Nagelson from America, had her one and only appearance in a singles final, although she did win a doubles title later in the year. What about boxing? One-hit wonders, am I right? No? Okay. Leon Spinks, one of the few men to beat the great Muhammad Ali. Spinks and his brother claimed the gold medal in the 1976 Summer Olympics. He gained much more fame as a professional. In only his 8th fight, he was given the opportunity to take on the great Muhammad Ali. A tired Muhammad Ali lost. But this is Ali we're talking about. Just as quickly as he lost, he came back and took the belt a year later via decision. Spinks, though, remains in history thanks to the initial and only win. For anyone who's watched Formula 1, this one might seem a bit harsh. Nico, son of former F1 world champion Keke, is of F1 royalty. Having grown up toe-to-toe with Lewis, you could argue that he somewhat ended up in his shadow when they became teammates. Being teammates with Lewis is tough, and looking at Nico, you knew he was talented, but also a genuinely nice guy. Maybe too nice. In 2015, he decided enough is enough. He spent the winter preparing himself. During the season, he combined his talent, his determination, his hard work, and added one powerful ingredient. One powerful secret ingredient. Michael Schumacher. Rather, he channeled his inner Michael. Elbows out, dodgy driving, and some cheeky tactics landed him his first title. And before the rubber on the track even cooled down that night, he announced his retirement. He gave it absolutely everything and left on a high. And for that one hit, he makes my wonderful list. That wasn't so bad. I might have done this the wrong way, but now I want to explore the why. In my opinion, there are 2 ingredients that need to be mixed in together at the same time: talent and luck. To reach the professional level of any sport, you need talent. Remember those kids in school that would always perform well without trying? Just like those kids, everyone catches up to you at some point. A lot of one-hit wonders in general are young and fresh on the scene. Have you noticed that? You could also argue that they let the success get to their head and didn't try anymore. Luck is important. A couple of easy matches, a tired opponent, an engine blowout maybe, and that trophy is yours. Combine these 2 and there you have it. So why didn't they win again if they remained in the sport? Exploring my first theory about letting their success get to their head, we can assume they got too big for their boots and stopped trying. Happens to the best of us sometimes. I, however, think they reached their limit. You need a tremendous amount of mental strength to become a professional in the sport I've given as examples. The sacrifices made in their childhood ensure that for a lot of these athletes, it's make or break. I believe that they have no more skill to excel. Sometimes, no matter how hard we try, we just can't beat ourselves. We've reached our potential. And for athletes, their own genetics can get in their way. This is why being an athlete is incredibly hard. It's also why we celebrate them so much. She needs to block out the noise. I felt her appearances in magazines, movie premieres, etc. was just a tad premature. From the viewer's perspective, it's easy to say, hey, don't do this. But when you're 19 and you go from a normal house to rubbing shoulders with celebrities, it can be hard to say no. You should have fun. The win is extremely promising, and although history predicts she could potentially be a one-hit wonder, the future is also a beautiful thing. Unwritten, untainted. These days, athletes get a lot more support, and let's hope she's one of them. My conclusion? No, she isn't going to be a one-hit wonder. Thank you for watching. This is Kios.